Always recaps, presenting Tomb Raider. In this movie we will see young Lara Croft, who is brave and independent, embarks on a perilous quest to discover what really happened when her adventurous father mysteriously vanished. Let's start the movie. Following the disappearance of her father, Lord Richard Croft, Lara Croft makes a living as a bike courier. She is arrested after a collision with a police car. Richard's business partner Anna Miller posts her bail and urges Lara to accept her inheritance. Here we see Lara believes her father to still be alive, but Miller warns Lara that if she does not claim her inheritance, the family estate Croft Manor will be sold off. That's why Lara reluctantly accepts and gains access to a secret chamber in her father's tomb. Where she finds a pre-recorded video message from Richard detailing his research into Himiko, the mythical queen of Yamatai who was said to command the power over life and death. Through a recorded video, Richard warns Lara to destroy his research, but she ignores his warnings and investigates further. There Lara finds a map, a book and a photo of a ship from which Richard went there. Not yet having received her inheritance, Lara is forced to pawn the jade pendant her father gave her. With the money, Lara travels to Hong Kong where she hires Lu Ren, captain of the ship Endurance, to sail into the Devil's Sea in the island of Yamatai. Initially, Lu Ren denies to go there, but after getting good amount of money he agrees. Here we see the ship capsizes in a violent storm. And Lara has washed ashore where she is knocked unconscious. Now, she awakens only to encounter Matthias Vogel, the leader of an expedition to locate Himiko's tomb. The expedition has been funded by a shadowy organization called Trinity, which seeks to harness and weaponize Himiko's power. Here, Vogel takes Lara prisoner, claiming that he killed her father and revealing that he intends to use Richard's research to continue his expedition. He adds Lara and Lu Ren to his slave force. The two of them try to escape, but only Lara succeeds. She falls into a river and starts flowing in the river, but she holds an old rusted plane. Plane starts falling down. There she finds and parachute and somehow she survives. After surviving, she follows a mysterious figure through the jungle and discovers that the figure is her father, who stayed on the island to prevent Trinity from finding Himiko's tomb. After Lara convinces him that she is real and not a figment of his imagination. Here we see Richard treats her injuries. Despite his protests, Lara sets off the next morning to steal Vogel's satellite phone. Lara makes contact with Lu Ren, and he, along with the other slaves, stage a distraction that allows Lara to infiltrate the Trinity camp and take the phone. In the ensuing chaos, Lu Ren commandeers an assault rifle, provides cover for the escapees, and guns down several Trinity soldiers. Here we see Richard makes his way to Himiko's tomb, but is captured by Vogel, who persuades Lara to open the tomb, something she has prepared for since she was a child. At that point, the entrance to the tomb self-destructs and falls away, allowing the party to enter the tomb, which has not been seen for over 2,000 years. Now, the party navigates a series of booby traps and locates Himiko's sarcophagus. When a Trinity soldier attempts to remove her corpse, he is infected by a highly infectious pathogen. Lara realizes that Himiko was an asymptomatic carrier of the virus, who chose to entomb herself so that she could not infect others. Vogel concludes that Trinity wants to create a bioweapon out of her body, but he cannot remove Himiko's body and instead settles for detaching a finger, which he seals in a pouch. In the confusion, Lara and Richard overpower the remaining soldiers, although Vogel escapes and Richard becomes infected. Knowing there is no cure, Richard proposes destroying Himiko's tomb to prevent the disease from spreading across the world. Lara pursues Vogel as Richard sets off a bomb, killing himself and sealing the tomb. Lara confronts and kills Vogel by stuffing the finger in his throat. She barely escapes the tomb as it collapses. Regrouping with Lu Ren and the slaves, they commandeer a Trinity helicopter, which was called by Vogel, to escape Yamatai. Here we see Lara returns to London, where she formally accepts her inheritance and inadvertently discovers that Trinity's front company, Putna, is a subsidiary of Croft Holdings. She investigates further and suspects Anna is an agent of Trinity, and manipulated her into accepting her inheritance to take control of Croft Holdings' business operations when Richard stopped cooperating with Trinity. Having witnessed Trinity's ruthlessness firsthand, she prepares for her next adventure. Later, Laura returns to Alan's pawnshop to buy back her pendant and also purchases 2 identical guns. Thus ends the movie. Can you buy me a coffee? If you liked the video to help me to grow this channel, the link is in description. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.